Good morning. This is Bill from Europa, Naples, and I'm here today on kind of a foreboding and gray and frightening looking Naples morning to bring you this 2011 Cadillac SRX Premium Collection. You know, gone are the days when Cadillacs had names resembling old Clint Eastwood movies like Eldorado or, well, I guess just Eldorado. But you can see what a good looking piece it is. It does have a bit of a surprised eagle look at the front, I think, with those big round headlamps and the sharp beak. They're kind of eyes wide open. That said, it fits in very nicely with Cadillac's modern styling. It has the silly 3-digit name to match. Come on, bring it back. Bring back Coupe de Ville. Bring back Eldorado. Bring back Fleetwood. I don't know what they'd call their SUV, but they should have had these great Cadillac names of the past. I miss them. But anyway, I guess the world churns on. I will say this, and God bless Cadillac, they must keep some guy in the back, you know, a remnant from the 1950s and some sort of a, you know, closet where he's hooked up to tubes and machines, kept on life support. You know, you wake him up and he's talking about agitating the gravel. Let's go cool, daddy-o, baby. And that guy, when they let him at the design board, put tail fins on this car. He sure as hell did. Look at those things. All right, so they're disguised as taillights, but I know a damn tail fin when I see one, and Cadillac stuck them on there, so God bless him for that. You know, Buddy Holly's turning over in his grave. You got the wreaths and crest up front. You got a very aggressive air dam down there with fog lamps. You got a big V6 under the hood, 3-liter VVT, 20-inch wheels. Those things are massive. They look great. Real fresh tires on there. Love the little chrome vents on the back of the fenders with the GM badges. Nice color too, sort of a blue frost, I think they call it. You can see it's got big twice pipes at the bottom, rear wiper. Everything just super nice, you know, even the luggage rack up top. Let's start inside the trunk. Hatch, I don't know, whatever you people call it. You can see I've got a bunch of crap in there, going on a little trip today. Not in this car, just drove it home. Still has the cargo cover, very, very nice. Floor mats, this fantastic sliding cargo thing. You push these guys down, I haven't done it, but there it is. And then this sucker moves around, and I guess you plug stuff into it, and you can, you know, make your cargo stuff down. Under here, let's see what we got. I don't even know how to get in there. God, I'm making a balls of this. All right, hold on. How the hell do you do this? You push down on that? God, they don't make this easy. The average age of people buy Cadillacs is not... All right, hang on. I'm about to quit. There we go. Look at that. Look at that giant, fantastic bin. And there is the thing that'll slide into those little sliding cargo things to, you know, to hook up to your cargo. That is if you can ever get in this damn thing. So, God bless you if you try. I'll show you under the hood. Oh, I know. Cadillacs are more youthful now. You can be a 20-something in a CTS. It's just, you know, when I grew up, that's how it was. You actually made your way up the GM chain. So when you were young, you bought a Chevy. You might have moved on to Pontiac when you were kind of sporty. You know, you kept with that for a while. Then you went to Now, you never went to Oldsmobile. You went to Buick probably in your 50s. And then in your 70s, you made it. You bought a Cadillac, 60s, 70s. I don't know. Anyway, there was a whole chain of cars. That's over. That's gone. Now you can be a 19-year-old New York rapper in an Escalade and you look fine. Anyway, look under the hood of this thing. Mint, perfect, beautiful. Exactly what you want to see on a car. No rust, no salt. Look at everything, like the wreaths and crests on the covers there. The VVT, direct injection, all that. Really, really nicely laid out. Very, very neat, very proper. Everything under the hood is exactly what you'd want to see. Up top, look at that, big panoramic roof. I think this thing has remote start too, so let's try that. I always get this botched. I never seem to get it right, but I think you got to lock it first. So we're locked. All right, let's press and hold the remote start. Look at that. All right, so that's a pretty useful thing if it's, you know, 30 degrees below zero outside. You've got the heat set from the night before. you can have this thing all warm and toasty by the time you make it outside. Ditto Naples, Florida in July when you're 107 and 100% humidity outside. You get the thing fired up, ice cold, everything lovely. You don't have to sweat too much getting in your car. So pretty nice feature there. See if it lets us in. Probably won't. Yeah, well. Okay, back seat. Everything nice, beautiful leather. I don't think anyone ever sat back here. Those are heated. You've got your own climate control. You've got half the panoramic roof there. Really, really gorgeous fit and finish on this car. When going for the Lexus RX, Cadillac really went all out. Look at this fantastic, almost hand-stitched looking leather there. It's even got a little, weight. I mean, it's incredible simulation of hand stitching. They probably have some giant machine, robotic thing that stitches that for them and does it in such a way that it looks human. So well done, Cadillac and the engineers there. Also nice wood trim, sort of blended in, lovely, very stretched out, shapy door handles. You got Bose sound in this thing, so it's got a ton of speakers. You got some leather here. Lovely, lovely. And of course, those seats do fold down and give you plenty of rear seat room, or rear cargo room, I should say. SRX. This would have made a fine Eldorado. Anyway, what else do we have? Same treatment up front with the hand stitching, neat stuff. Of course, your power windows, power mirrors. This little clever bastard here sets the height of the automatic tailgate, or of the power tailgate. So if you're in a low place, you don't have to smash it into the top of the garage. You just set it to half height or 3/4. Pretty neat stuff, or turn it off altogether. You've also got power seats there with lumbar. You've got illuminated Cadillac door sills. Very, very well-equipped car, I have to say. I think that's part of that premium collection thing, which is a little more upmarket. So we are running. Let me put my foot on the brake and tap the start-stop. Look at that. I will say this. They never had that on a 59 Eldorado. That's pretty cool stuff. Now, this is a SmartKey setup, so you can keep it in your pocket, lock and unlock the doors, start the car, obviously remote start the car, and otherwise be nice and modern with that. It also means it beeps at you, though, when you walk away and leave it running, or take off without it. I suppose that's fine. You got our AC going. So very nicely laid out instrument cluster. I love the little digital display in the middle of the Speedo. That, of course, you can change around. I don't know how immediately. I swear I did it last night. Not with that thing, that's for sure. We got menu. Let's see that. Yeah, there we go. New vehicle information menu, trip or fuel, miles per hour, that sort of thing. I like the little white-faced gauges that illuminate from the back. Very, very nice, very Lexus-esque. So take that again, Lexus. You've got your automatic headlamps. You got nice brushed nickel trim on the vents and here around the infotainment setup. You've got, of course, OnStar and a self-dimming mirror. Here's your lights and door lights and such. If you want to close that screen, it's that button there. And we got a little rain, so I'm not going to go crazy, but if you want to open the pano, look at that. What a huge, nice, big power sunroof in this thing. Great stuff. Okay, beautiful leather and wood steering wheel, multifunction controls, more wreaths and crests coming at you. Here they've got this great big nav screen, which if it gets in your way, you can just lower it and see, minimal stuff. You only put it up when you need the nav or the camera. And of course, you've got your AM, FM, satellite radio, CD, auxiliary, USB, hard disk, that sort of thing. All the stuff you probably never use. Oh, maybe you will. Maybe you're a tech person. Of course, you got your navigation. Very nice display, nice screen. Put it in reverse, you get your backup camera. Lovely. And if you go over to the config menu, you get into where you can put in your Bluetooth. You can set up your display, your lighting, that sort of thing. Let's see, Bluetooth here. There it is. So you can set your phone up with that. Also, you got in-dash CD. You got hot and cool seats down here. Very, very nice for certain times of year. Again, your climate control. It's all fairly simply laid out, I have to say. And here's my favorite thing. You've got volume and tuning. So, again, like with the tail fins, we're going back in time to when people knew how to turn up their radio and tune in a station. God bless Cadillac for that. Very nice leathered, stitched looking dashboard up there. We got a glove box with some books. Nice. Very proper shifter there with more of the Cadillac Victory V type thing. How do we get over here? If we go down and over, we can hammer our way through the gears. Can't see much of that happening. We got some cup holders and, of course, a nice big place to put stuff and your USB and auxiliary input. So everything just very lovely and proper there. You also have those great Bose tweets in the A-pillars. Great sound and radio in this car. Let's go for a spin. All right, so, oh, geez, we're not going to do that in neutral. So let me just say immediately that this is not a rocket ship. It's not what I would call a super fast car. It is certainly adequate, much like the Lexus RX. It's going to compete just fine with that. Goes down the road nice. You get pretty instant response from that direct injection 6. And it turns in pretty damn good gas mileage too. So if you're looking to win any races, this is not going to be the car for you. Go buy, you know, something from Chevy with an SS on it. But if you want to cruise the boulevard in style with, you know, truly a proper set of tail fins, then this may be something you're looking for. It's also fantastically comfortable. The seat is, the Mercedes guys would be proud of this seat. It is nice, supportive, comfortable. It shifts imperceptibly, very smooth going down the road, very quiet in here. In fact, that's one of the things Cadillac worked on. It's virtually the same cabin level inside as the Lexus RX, which is a fantastic achievement for any company. Lexuses are technically electric. I guess not technically, but man, they sound electric when you're inside. And this is very much the same. So good job, Caddy, on the soundproofing. And otherwise, there it is. 2011 Cadillac SRX, 3-liter V6, 55,000 miles, premium collection. So it's got lots of nice goodies inside, and everyone's going to be real happy with this one. 239-649-7300 on the web at mercedesexpert.com. Thanks so much for having a look. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you with the next one. Take care.